I see it online everywhere. I'm like, I want everything because Crunchy is so cute.
There's going to be the posable vinyl one that Crunchyroll is putting out, and like it's going to be one-to-one. Like I need that in my life. I need that in my life. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I was a huge fan of the manga for quite some time. I started reading it like late 2019, early 2020. I've read the entire thing a few times over. So this was honestly a dream role for me. It's the only role I've ever wanted. And when I actually got the auditions, I like lost my mind. But I was well aware of like the impact that it was already having well before that, because I think it approaches so much of the subject matter differently than a lot of other manga or anime. It's very grounded. It's really dark. It's unusually funny, and it's cinematic in a way that reminds me of some of like more Western filmmakers like Tarantino or David Lynch. It's really expansive, and I think people are just responding to it because it's so radically different from everything else out there right now.
I mean, I think for Makima, she has a very controlled presence. I think that was like one of the challenges, even though tonally she is closest to my, natural range. I do play like a gamut of characters, but I think it's really the nuances and the subtleties in her personality and also like her backstory that I have to sort of weave into, which I worked a lot with Mike to sort of zero in and hone in on what she should sound like, and it's been really great so far.
Yeah, and with Denji, it was a lot of, as Denji, it's a lot of the broken human trying to just get by day to day, and going full feral mode as Chainsaw Man is. I've never gotten to do anything quite like that yet, so I'm having the time of my life, going like berserker werewolf. I don't think you really can get the depth without it. Like, the reason people are connecting to these stories and these characters is because, like, it's not because of the violence. I think the violence is like, that's funny to say, but that's like the icing on the cake, like that's like the fun, bombastic craziness. But the reason all of us connect to this is it is a story that is character driven, and they feel so genuine. However outrageous they may seem as characters, their internal desires are very human and very relatable. And I think the way that they play off each other, it just feels like either people or parts of yourself. And I think people are just resonating with that.
Oh, yeah. Like, when we watched the premiere, I was just absolutely stunned. Like, I know Mappa Studios is incredible. Like, I love all of their work. But to see it, like, come to life has just been, oh, my gosh. Like, I got chills.
Yeah, I was squealing for most of it.
I was next to her the whole time, and she was just like...
I'm over there, like, shaking her, like, ah!
All of us were saying, literally up until, like, this morning, it still doesn't feel real. And we did the panel, and somehow that was digestible, and then like somehow I was like, oh no, I'm processing this, and then I sat down to actually watch the episode, and my whole body started shaking. Like, I couldn't process it was really happening, and I'm still kind of loosely vibrating, I think.
It still feels like a whole hallucination.
Yeah.
It will really be real once it comes out on October 11th on Crunchyroll. So can't wait for it to get started.
It's so punk rock. I love it. Yeah. Like, that's like my instinct when I read it. I was like, this is the most punk rock thing, because it's just melding all these different styles, and it's such an original idea on twisting things that are so human and terrifying to us and making it a larger concept that doesn't make you feel like you're seeing monsters. You're actually experiencing visceral fear, Oh, I'd be the coffee devil. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know they mention he's not that strong, but I'd be the coffee devil.
Oh, no. I hadn't thought about that.
Sleep devil?
I like how
I don't know. Who's afraid of sleep, though? Oh, I'd be pretty weak, honestly.
I'd be the bad joke devil. Oh. And it would be a bad joke.
Dad pun devil.
Dad pun devil.
Maybe a cat devil. There's already a dog one. What about that? That could be horrific.
Yes. So yeah, because in the manga, there's a static image element to that where they it's really beautifully visually laid out in this one like static image of him being hacked to death, but it's like it's artistically done. And when we were recording it, so my mom came to the panel today. She was very excited and really wanted to support. And I was like bracing her because I'm like, Mom, this is going to be rough. I get brutally murdered in the middle of this thing. And when I saw how they translated that, and they really sit in that moment, and I think you need to do it. I think you need to feel that pain and that hopelessness and the sense of where do you go from here for that triumphant breakout that comes afterwards. So I was shocked, but like pleasantly shocked. It really like we were able to go there, and I was so grateful that like they are willing to make this show that dark and visceral.
Do you have any to give me?
I see it online everywhere. I'm like, I want everything because Christian is so cute. I love him so much.
I can't go anywhere without seeing it anymore.
Oh yeah, he's basically the mascot.
Yeah.
Of
There's going to be the posable vinyl one that Crunchyroll is putting out, and like it's going to be
The
one-to-one.
one-to-one.
Like I
Like
need
a
that in
real
my life.
doll.
I need that in my life.
Yeah.
hug him to sleep like Denji does.
I listen. That it's going to be a thing.